Tottenham Hotspur announced the signing of Forster from Southampton. What is the latest news on DJ's Spence and Alessandro Bastoni? And Tottenham have interest in Everton's Richarlison and Brentford's Christian Eriksen. Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today I am back yet again with another transfer video. And today in this video, like you saw in the intro, I'll be speaking about Forster, Bastoni, Spence and two other players. Can't remember, forgot, don't matter. But anyway, smash like, subscribe, let's get into the video. Alright then, let's start with Forster, who on the 8th of June at 11 AM was announced as a Tottenham player. This is what Tottenham said on the website. They said, "We are delighted to announce the transfer of Forster. The experienced goalkeeper has signed a contract with us until 2024 and will join the club on July the 1st following his expiration of his contract at Southampton." Forster has made 134 Premier League appearances to date, keeping 42 clean sheets, having joined Southampton from Celtic in August 2014. The England international began his career at Newcastle United, performed loan spells at Stockport County, Bristol Rovers and Norwich City, where he helped the team secure promotion to the Championship. In 2010, he joined Celtic on a season-long loan after returning for a second loan spell the year after, a deal which turned permanent in 2012, featuring numerous times in the UEFA Champions League. Forster enjoyed a successful period in Scotland, winning 3 Scottish Premiership titles and 2 Scottish Cups. Forster joined Southampton in 2014, where in his second season he scooped the Premier League's Player of the Month award for February 2016, following an impressive run of games. In the 2016-17 season, he played a key role in the Saints' route to the League Cup final, where they eventually finished as runners-up to Manchester United. He returned to Celtic with a season-long loan in the 2019-2020 season, and as the treble-winning side, he lifted a 4th Scottish Premiership title, a 3rd Scottish Cup, and the Scottish League Cup. On the international stage, Forster has made 6 appearances for England and made his debut in November 2013. With his most recent call-up in March 2022, he was selected to represent England at the 2014 World Cup, and 2 years later, he was included in the 23-man squad that travelled to France to compete in the European Championship. So Spurs is basically there saying about Forster, where he's been in the past, and he's a very, very experienced goalkeeper in the UK. He's played for a lot of clubs in England, like it says. He's played for Southampton, he's played for Newcastle, he's played for Stockport, he's played for Norwich, he's played for Bristol Rovers. He's played for a lot of British teams, and obviously he has represented England before in the 2014 World Cup in Brazil and in the 2016 European Championships in France. Well, obviously England, we did obviously sadly lose to Iceland, and yeah, we're just not going to talk about that. But obviously he's won a lot of trophies. He's won a lot of trophies up in Scotland with Celtic. He's won the Scottish Premiership, the Scottish Cup, the Scottish League Cup. So he's won a lot of trophies up in Scotland. And to be fair, I think last season, the 2021-2022 season, for me, I think it was a very good season for Forster. He did start against Tottenham at St Mary's Stadium and at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And I think Forster did very well in both meetings against Tottenham. And overall this season, when Forster has started for the Saints, I think he's done really, really well. To be honest, I think he's a decent player. You never know. Well, he's going to be a backup, but you never know. He could play in maybe a Champions League game. You never know. Obviously, we are in the Champions League, but That probably won't happen, you never know. Maybe he could play an FA Cup game, Carabao Cup game, I don't know. Maybe a Premier League game if Lloris is injured or Conte feels like that. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, Tottenham fans' thoughts on Fraser Forster from Southampton. Alright then, so what is the latest news on both DJ Spence and Alessandro Bastoni? Let's start with the defender from Inter Milan in Alessandro Bastoni. According to Darmesh Chef from Sky Sports and Gianluca Di Marzio are number one tier sources, Tottenham still want Bastoni. Chances could depend on how much Inter can make from other sales. It's thought Inter need to raise 60 million euros by the end of the month to balance books. They want to keep Bastoni and would prefer to sell Milan Skriniar and Stefan de Vrij. So obviously that's what Inter Milan have said, and that was 3 days ago. There hasn't really been much news on Bastoni lately, but obviously that is the latest update on him from Darmesh Chef from Sky Sports and a very reliable Italian source in Gianluca Di Marzio. Obviously Inter have said, well, it is for the Inter will raise up to 60 million euros by the end of the month to balance books, but Inter have said they want to keep Bastoni and would prefer to sell Milan Skriniar and Stefan de Vrij, two players that Tottenham have been linked with in the past, but I don't think we are really interested in them now. We are interested in Bastoni, but it's getting really hard for Tottenham to convince Bastoni to leave Milan, to leave Italy, to come to London, to come to England, to play for Tottenham. We've signed two players already. Perisic, he probably knows Perisic a lot. They were teammates at Inter. We've signed Fraser Forster as well. And to be honest, I think things are brightening up in the future at Tottenham. So maybe Bastoni might have to think about that. But, he said he wants to stay at Inter. Inter want to keep him. So, yeah, it's going to be very tough to convince Bastoni and Inter. And, yeah. Alright then, so we've spoken about Bastoni. And let's have a look at the latest news on DJ Spence, a man who's been in the news a lot lately, and we will start from 3 days ago. And according to Teesside Live, Middlesbrough are yet to hold advanced conversations with any club about the sale of DJ Spence. So that was 3 days ago, and then 2 days ago, this got really interesting. Tottenham are ready to bid around £20 million for DJ Spence, with their interest stepping up this week. That's according to Matt Law. So that was on Sunday. And then today. This is big. Fabrizio Romano, 6 hours ago. This is very big. Antonio Conte's Tottenham rebuild is due to continue with the signing of DJ Spence from Middlesbrough for a free, similar to someone who we are going to sign. I will reveal who that is later, well in the next video probably, because I'm not going to be spoken about in today's video. But that is the latest news, basically on DJ Spence. But I think every Tottenham fan is getting really excited for the news that's come out lately, and it looks like that DJ Spence is going to leave Middlesbrough, is going to leave Nottingham Forest to come and play for Tottenham. And I had a conversation with my dad yesterday about it. He said, "Oh, what's your thoughts on Spence?" I was like, I think he's a decent player, and he said it would be a good signing, but he would really struggle for game time, because being a championship player and just getting up to the Premier League, and also we've got Champions League football to play Premier League and Champions League football as well for your first time in the Premier League. That's got to be really, really tough. That's got to be really, really tough, and especially for everyone in Nottingham Forest, it's going to be really tough because the standard of football in the Premier League compared to the Championship, it's a lot different. You've got the Premier League here, Championships here. The quality of football in the Premier League is a lot the quality of football in the Premier League is really, really difficult. But yeah, anyway, back to the, to on this Spence, I think I would take him, to be fair. Emerson, to be honest, he can be good at times, but not all the time. Doherty's getting a bit old now. And to be fair, Spence, he's young, and like I said, I watched him. Also, I watched the Championship Player Final, and he looked really, really good. And to be honest, I would really take Didier Spence at Tottenham, not gonna lie. But yeah. Alright then, so let's now speak about Everton's Richarlison. He has been in the news a bit lately, and according 3 days ago, according to Bruno Andrade, Richarlison is in advanced negotiations to switch from Everton to Tottenham. The value of the negotiation is around 60 million euros. The Brazilian striker already discussed his contract with Tottenham, so that is very, very exciting stuff there. I'm not going to lie about Richarlison from Everton. And then yesterday, according to the big man, the main man himself, the Mr. Transfer, Fabrizio Romano, Everton have said they want 70 to 75 million euros as an opening price for Tottenham target Richarlison. And obviously Richarlison, I think he's come out and said that he wants to leave Everton this summer. They just survived in the Premier League, Everton. And also, I'm going to put a picture on screen right now. This was a picture of Richarlison the other day. I don't know who it was. He was wearing a San Antonio Spurs kit. Obviously, they are a basketball team, but you can see there is a bit of connection with Tottenham. San Antonio Spurs. Tottenham are known as Spurs. So, has he given a hint away that he is going to be joining Tottenham this summer? I don't know. But to be fair, Richarlison clearly wants to leave Everton. But, we are really not the only club interested in the Brazilian player. Arsenal are interested in Richarlison. Some other clubs are interested in him. But I think we are number one at the minute to sign Richarlison. Alright then, so the final player I'm going to talk about today is Christian Eriksen. Again, we do have interest in the Brentford midfielder. As I just look, the latest news on Eriksen, Fabrizio Romano 2 days ago, which was on Sunday, Brentford have submitted a serious, important personal terms offer to Christian Eriksen, but the player is considering his options with many clubs interested. Eriksen will make his decision on the future club in the coming days. So obviously that was 2 days ago by Fabrizio Romano. And if I do just have a look on here as well, this was 8 hours ago, Gary Jacob, Tottenham are quietly confident about Christian Eriksen's return. So I just have a look here at some other stuff. There is another one. Scott Wilson, Christian Eriksen will not be staying at Brentford. He has rejected their offer of a new contract. Tottenham and Manchester United are the favourites to pull off a deal. That's according to Scott Wilson. And David Ornstein, in the last hour, Manchester United have made an offer to sign Tottenham target Christian Eriksen, so that's a bit worrying there. And about 20 minutes ago, Ben Jacobs, Manchester United have made an offer to Christian Eriksen. Tottenham are yet to. So that's basically the latest on Eriksen. So it looks like it's a two-horse race between Tottenham and Manchester United to sign Christian Eriksen. Obviously, Eriksen, like I said just then, he has said, I want to leave Brentford this summer. I don't want to stay. Obviously, Brentford did sign him from Inter Milan on a 6-month deal. Obviously, because he just did. Because yeah. And also, like I said, Manchester United are one step ahead of Tottenham. They have submitted an offer to Brentford. Obviously, he is currently still a Brentford player at the minute. So we are obviously offering deal was offering money to Brentford. Manchester United have done that. Tottenham haven't yet, but it looks like we will be doing that soon. And to be fair, I really love Eriksen to come back to Tottenham. I've met the bloke. I'll put a picture on screen now with me and him back in 2018. He's a nice bloke, I'm not going to lie. You know, it's a really nice bloke. You know, yeah, it's just a nice bloke to be fair. And, you know, he's a brilliant person to giving advice as well. He's a really good person of giving advice as well. But yeah, anyway, Tottenham fans, do you think will Eriksen come back to Tottenham, or will he head off to Old Trafford and play for Manchester United? Who knows? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.